Hey there, Amy. How are you doing?
Good evening, Lisa.
Guess where I am now?
Now? Come to think of it, I haven't seen you for a while, Lisa. Your sister and her husband seem to be taking care of the kindergarten drop-off and pickup duties often.
Yep, actually, I'm on a trip right now.
Really? For a week?
Today's the halfway mark. Got another week to go.
Wow, that's a long vacation, huh? So your son is with your sister then?
Well, you could say that. Actually, on this trip, my son might just get a new daddy.
Wait, a daddy?
You know, I've been a single mom since I divorced my husband 2 years ago. I've been looking for a potential new father figure for my son.
So this trip is with your boyfriend?
Exactly. I texted you because this does involve you.
What? Me? How does your marriage relate to me?
Well, a picture speaks 1,000 words.
What?
This is my boyfriend.
Wait a second. Isn't that Tom, my husband?
Yes, indeed. You're right.
So, the 2-week trip with a college friend that Tom mentioned, it was actually a secret trip with you?
Looks like it.
Why? What do you mean? Why my husband?
Well, isn't it obvious? Your husband is going to be the CEO of a company that's doing really well right now. Such a high-profile man would be a perfect match for me. And he'd make a great dad for my son, wouldn't he? My mother always told me to choose my men wisely if I really wanted to remarry.
I don't think that's what your mom meant. Isn't it common sense to look for a partner among single men? You targeted a married man. Are you out of your mind?
Well, if you divorce him, Tom will be single, won't he?
I meant you should look for a single man when you started dating.
Well, it's too late for that now. Tom is connected to me, body and soul.
You?
Oh, don't worry, I'll pay you alimony. With my upcoming marriage to Tom, I'm practically set for life, so money is not an issue.
That's not the point. Just calm down, okay?
I'll be back after enjoying a week more of this trip.
You need to come back right now. After being exposed like this, you can't just leave things as they are for another week.
No way!
Lisa.
Oh, contacting Tom would be pointless. Didn't he tell you? He said he wouldn't be able to respond during the trip.
Don't tell me you...
I wanted to enjoy some lovey-dovey time, just the two of us, so I asked him to keep his cell phone off the whole time.
Does my husband know you've exposed his affair to me?
No, not yet. But a week after he returns home, I was thinking of putting things in order so it would be easier for him to divorce.
So, Lisa, you're doing all of this on your own accord.
Don't say it like that. I'm sure he'll cry tears of joy at this surprise full of love from me. Well, I guess it's my turn to turn off my cell phone just like Tom. See you in a week. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Amy. I am Rachel, the younger sister of your friend Lisa. I appreciate your exchanging contact info with me the other day. Oh, good morning. Sorry to bother you all of a sudden. I can't get in touch with Lisa. Do you know anything? What? Lisa is currently on a trip with a man she's been dating for about a week now, but I urgently needed to contact her last night. I've tried calling multiple times but can't get through. She's not reading my messages on the app we use, and I've tried emailing but no response. The hotel she was supposed to be staying at said she checked out. I have no idea where she is now. I guess you could say I'm at a dead end. Yes, exactly. I'm contacting all of Lisa's mom friends that I know of right now. Lisa's phone is off. What? Why is that? She apparently doesn't want her vacation to be disturbed. I think she'll probably keep her phone off until she comes back from the trip. Wait, you know something? Keeping her phone off all the time is... From your reaction, Lisa, it seems like you don't know who your sister is dating. Yes. She said she can't introduce him right now due to his circumstances. and that she'll tell me when they decide to get married. I see. It seems like she is somewhat aware that if this gets out, it's not going to be good. Wait, what? The man Lisa is dating is actually my husband. What? Is that true? I received a picture of them getting cozy together on their trip. I'll confront her with the details when she comes back, but judging from that, it's probably true. I apologize on behalf of my sister. She's done it again. Again? I might as well tell you now. The reason my sister divorced her previous husband is because she had an affair. And it turns out that the father of her son is another man who was married. I see. I'm truly sorry. You don't have anything to apologize for. But you're also a victim, having to take care of your nephew because of your sister's infidelity. Your concern is much appreciated. I just don't know what to say. Anyway, it seems like there was some inconvenience because you couldn't contact your sister. What happened? Yes, actually. Our mother, who has been sick and hospitalized for a long time, is in a critical condition since last night. What? Is that true? The situation is precarious right now. I tried to contact my sister, but as you can see... Then I shouldn't have been keeping you on the text this long. Oh, my uncle is currently looking after her. But I'm sorry for having such a conversation at a time like this. No, not at all. On the contrary, this has given me the final push. I'm cutting ties with my sister. From here on out, do as you please. Understood. Now, I'm going back to be with my mother. I'm sorry for all the trouble. From now, I'll end the conversation here. Sure, take care of your mother.
Hello, Amy. I'm on the train home right now, so I finally turned on my phone after a week. It was such a fun trip. I'm so overwhelmed with happiness from being loved by him. That being said, I realized it must be tough for you. I mean, I was on a trip with your husband. I'm sorry about that. By the way, have you started the divorce proceedings yet? I want to marry him as soon as possible and become a trophy wife. It's such a relief. I'm sure even my most critical friends will be convinced when they know I'm remarrying a wealthy man. No one can nag at me anymore. I'm sure even my most critical friends will be convinced when they know I'm remarrying a wealthy man.
Right now, we're at your mother's funeral.
Wait, funeral? What? Do you mean my mom's funeral? Hold on, excuse me, Amy, is this some kind of prank? Can you please explain in detail?
I'll call you once the send-off is done.
Amy, what's going on? Is this some kind of prank? Even as a joke, it's in poor taste. I said hold on. Amy, what the hell is going on? My sister isn't answering my messages.
Well, your sister is the chief mourner, so she probably doesn't have the time to look at her phone yet.
Wait, what?
As far as I heard, your father passed away quite some time ago, and they couldn't get in touch with you, the eldest daughter, at the crucial moment. In such situation, your sister has been nobly and stoically performing her duties.
So, my mother really passed away?
I'm not the kind of person who would make such a distasteful joke.
It's not a prank.
Your mother's condition took a turn for the worse the very night you turned off your smartphone. She held on for a few days, but unfortunately she passed away in the early morning the day before yesterday.
No way! I was hoping if I married a rich man, she would smile at me like before. I had been working so hard towards that.
Huh. So that's why you stole my husband.
Yes, that's right. When I divorced my ex-husband, my mother, who had always been so sweet to me, scolded me terribly.
Well, of course she would.
So I wanted to remarry a rich man with high specs and provide a safety net for her in her old age. I was just about to share this happy news.
Lisa, your mother didn't seem to want that.
What? Don't act like you know everything when you're an outsider.
This is what your sister Rachel told me.
Wait, Rachel?
Your mother seemed to have noticed that you were again involved with a married man.
What?
Apparently there's a will.
A will?
The official disclosure is yet to come. I don't think it's my place to say anything about this, so please ask Rachel.
Rachel?
Ah, sis. You finally turned on your phone, huh?
Mom is...
I'm at the crematorium right now. I'm in the waiting room waiting for the cremation to finish with the rest of the family.
So, it's really true.
Did you hear from Amy? Knowing you probably got back from your affair trip, tried to one-up Amy, and she told you during Mom's funeral. Sounds about right.
That...
You don't need to come here. I won't allow you to offer incense to Mom. Don't come to our family home. Absolutely not.
Rachel?
What?
Amy told me there's a will from Mom.
Yeah. The formal announcement is still to come, but Mom spoke to me a bit before she became critically ill. She told me, Lisa never understands me, no matter what I say. I have no choice but to express it in action, so I wrote in my will that I'm leaving all my property to Rachel. She looked so sad.
Why? I was just about to announce that I'm getting married to a high-spec man. If she knew I have a boyfriend, why would she do such a thing?
You don't understand. I think it's perfectly fine for you to date high-spec men. I believe Mom wouldn't have had any complaints about that. But if that person is a married man, it's no good. Getting involved with a married man means you're making his family unhappy.
But Mom always said that my happiness is the most important.
Not realizing that you're stepping on other people's unhappiness, that's what made Mom sad. I believe happiness gained at the expense of others' misery won't last long. In other words, Mom was lamenting that in your current state, you won't be able to find a path to true happiness.
What? How dare you? It's too late to tell me such things now.
You've been told this many times, sis. But you just interpreted things to suit yourself, never trying to truly understand Mom's feelings. And finally, with Amy's husband, you repeated the same thing you did 2 years ago.
But...
I won't listen to your excuses. I don't want to hear it.
Rachel!
I'm cutting ties with you, sis. I've told the rest of the family about your constant misdeeds. Don't expect anyone to come to your aid.
That's...
And also, your son will be adopted and raised by my husband and me.
Wait! I'm his mother!
That's rich, considering you've mostly left child-rearing to me. Even your own son has grown more attached to us than his own mother.
No way!
We'll discuss the details later with a third party present. I have to get back to everyone now. Goodbye.
Amy!
It seems you've been talking with your sister. Let me say what I want to say now.
Why are you using formal language?
I'm going to divorce my husband, but he's no high roller, you know. The current CEO is my father after all.
His dad isn't the CEO?
Although I am the only daughter of the CEO, Tom is merely considered one of the potential future CEOs because he is my husband.
Huh?
If Tom does not prove his abilities, I may become the CEO, or a candidate with no blood ties might even take up the position. We are still in such a stage.
You don't mean...
Yes, it doesn't automatically mean that Tom will be the next CEO.
No way!
The company has already made a decision regarding Tom's treatment.
Treatment?
It's outrageous for someone who should be leading others to commit adultery, regardless of my divorce as the CEO's daughter. He has been removed from the list of future CEO candidates. In addition, his repeated trysts during work hours have come to light, causing problems in his work. And he has been decided to be terminated for violation of company compliance.
No! He won't have anything left, will he?
It seems so. It is your just desserts. In the future, I will contact you through a lawyer to claim damages for the adultery.
Huh? I would appreciate your cooperation. I've just lost my mother. My son is also likely to be taken away by my sister. You're adding insult to injury. Do you have any empathy?
Are you the one to say that?
Could you show a little bit of mercy?
I will thoroughly proceed.
No!
Excuse me then. A tumultuous week filled with various emotions has passed. Subsequently, Tom and I divorced. As for Lisa, she thought it was just a fling and put up a considerable fuss, but a mere threat of a lawsuit and the reasonable persuasion from her in-laws settled things in 3 days. Lisa also had a custody dispute with my sister and her husband over their son, but she was overwhelmingly disadvantaged due to the circumstances and suffered a crushing defeat. Her relationship with Tom also ended disastrously when it was revealed that she had exposed the affair to one-up me. Currently, both of them are working relentlessly for alimony and the like. Lisa in particular seems to be not even allowed to stand in front of her deceased mother's grave. She sent me a message just once. I'm lonely, I'm scared of being alone. I did not reply, quietly marked it as spam, and blocked her.